Let's do this. All right, here we go. Number 5 in this first section. I'm going hardest to easiest, going towards GCF. All right, for number 5, let's go through the whole checklist right now. First thing I'm going to ask for is a GCF. Take a peek right now. Even if the fractions make you nervous, you should still answer the question, is there a GCF or not? Anything you guys can take out here, this one. Going? Anything? No, there's nothing, guys. There's nothing. Next question. How many terms? 4. That should lead you to what we're about to do. No GCF, 4 terms. Automatically means grouping. Ding, ding, ding. No GCF, 4 terms. We're going to try to group it. All right, and I know the fractions make you nervous. I get it. All right, let's at least start with the variable you can take out of the first grouping. We can at least take a b out. Yep. All right, let's look at the 2/3 and the 14/3. They at least both have a denominator of what? 3. So I'm thinking to myself, does 2/3 go into 14/3? Because if it does, I could take out a 2/3. How do I check if 2/3 goes into 14/3? I go to my calculator and I divide the 2. All right. Hopefully most of us have a fraction template. All right, so I get out my fraction template. Since I need 14/3 in the top, the numerator, I need another one. So look at that bad boy. Beautiful. Does 14/3. And what am I going to need on the bottom? Another one. And 2/3 divide. And what do we see? Do they divide evenly? Yep. They do divide evenly, so what can I take out as a fraction? 2/3, I can take out 2/3 b. Yep. All right, what's going to be left? C, because I took 2/3 b out. C minus, and we just found out on our calculators, 2/3 goes into 14/3. How many times? 7 times. Any b left? No, I took it out. So I need the next parenthesis to look like C minus 7. Can you take anything out here? Okay, if your answer is no, that means I still take out a 1. And does the 1 change anything? Nope, perfect, because I needed a C minus 7. So you've grouped. Just put it together now. Finish grouping. Finish grouping. Go ahead, 15, finish grouping for me. 2/3 b plus 1 in one parenthesis and C minus 7 in the other one. Okay. We okay there, other than the fractions? Nothing new there. All good? Come on, let's grind now. Let's grind. Section 11, number 5. 5k to the 4th plus 8k to the 3rd minus 4k squared. First question we always ask, yep, GCF, there is one there. I need to know, what is it? What is it? GCF, here we go, 8. Do we have 8 in the house today? Before you answer it, I've seen this too many times on your quizzes. It's just not numbers you can take out. You can take out variables as well. Look, 5, 8, and 4. Are you going to take anything out from 5, 8, and 4? No. But you could still take out variables because they all have a k in them. And what's our rule? You take out the one with the lowest exponent. So what's it going to be? K squared. Here we go. K. Take out a k squared, everybody. All right, let me know what's left after I take out that k squared, number 4. No 4? Yep, I took out a k squared. What's left inside? K, be careful, I had 4 now. I took 2 away. To the second. We're at this level now. Look to factor again. May not be good enough just to take out the GCF. Can I factor what's inside? Ready? How many terms inside? 3. And what's your A value? What's my A value? 5. It's not 1. So I might be able to group this. Okay, might be able to group this. Keep that K squared hanging out there to the end. All right, now we're focused on the trinomial here, the 3 terms inside the parenthesis. First thing I have to do if I'm going to group it. 5 multiply what? Okay, so 5 times -4 gives me -20. Now you guys are doing 5k squared something something minus 4. What are we looking to fill in now? 2 numbers that do what? 2 numbers that, here you go, 25. 2 numbers that, and multiply to -20, add to 8. Those are the 2 numbers I'm looking for. And I believe, let's see, going through my numbers of multiply to 20, I think you can get it. Okay, so -2, order doesn't matter, +10. Let's make sure we put k's with them. Everyone all right while we pick those? They add to -8, multiply to -20. Group them. If you put the 10 in the -2 second, fine. Grouping shouldn't matter here. All right, what are we taking out of the first one? Here you go, 21. What do you want to take out of the first one? Oh, 21? Out of this first one? Okay, yeah. What's left? 5k. Got it. Now start thinking. I want to be left with a 5k minus 2 in the next parenthesis, so I'd have to take out a what here? 11. What can I take out of the next one? -2? Because remember, I don't want that negative sign to change. And if I take out a -2, it'll change the positive. So take out a +2. What's left? Yep. Finish the grouping for me now. Finish the grouping. Here you go, 21. Finish the grouping. And we're not going to forget about GCF we took out originally. That's hardcore right there. GCF followed by grouping. Woo, baby. Woo! I love it. Anything from you guys going before I want to keep this train going quick. All right. What are we looking at next? 2x squared plus 12x minus 80. All right, I'm just going to leave it total. I'm not going to ask you any questions. I just want to know what you think first and where we go. Here you go. 27. No 27 today? Which would be what here? Okay. Let's take a 2 out, everybody. No x, because not everything has one. All right, take a 2 out. 23. What's left? Yep. Got it? Got it. Thank you. Okay. Maybe you can go again. Maybe. How many terms do I have in here? 3. What's your A value? 1. So you don't have, I know some of you just looking at your quizzes, you like to group every time you see a trinomial. Fine. All right. But since the A value is 1, you don't need to group here. You can find 2 numbers that multiply to what? -40 and add to 6. If you want to group, that's fine. You don't need to, though, because the A value is 1. So I'm going to need somebody that can find 2 numbers that multiply to -40, but will add to 6. They are out there. They're out there. If you got to do the y equals on your calculator, fine. Negative 40 divided by x. Anybody find those numbers that multiply to negative 40? 25? So 4 and 10 do the trick. Positive 10 and why? Because they need to add to 6. So the 10's got to be positive. The 4's got to be negative. If you haven't done so already, bring down the GCF we took out originally of 2. And there it is. That's as far as we can go. How are we feeling here? All right, this is day 1 of 4 here. Big grind coming up. Ooh, how about this one? (5h squared minus 2h minus 7). What do we do here? Here you go, 22, any GCF? No, 22, 22? Nope, how many terms? What's your A value? Bigger than 1. So guess what we're doing here, kids? We're grouping. Multiply A and C and then group, right? So 5 times negative 7, negative 35. 5h squared, boom, boom, minus 7. I'll let you guys figure out those terms right now. Multiply to negative 35, but are 2 apart. Finding those 2 terms that I need to fill in. 14. Multiply to 35. Just start there. What are numbers that multiply to 35? Negative 7, positive 5. Yep. H and H. Group them. What can I take out of that first grouping? Here you go. 4. What can I take out of that first grouping? Yep. What's left? Okay, I want a 5h minus 7 in the next one, and look what's already there. So what about out of the next one? 7? Yep. And finish your grouping up for me. Finish that grouping up. Here you go, 11. Finish that grouping up. Yep. And just a quick peek. Did I take out any GCF at the beginning? Nope. All right, this should start getting quicker now because the methods start getting a little bit easier. Maybe not on this one here. I'm just going to let you guys go on. I'll give you about 2 minutes right now on this one on your own. And all I'll need is the factored form at the end. That's all I'm going to look for from you, the factored form. So 5n squared plus 17n plus 6. Go through your checklist. GCF, how many terms? A value.